It's Heidi.
Heidi, I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
That was a
thank
big
you.
leap. That was a bold leap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, be rewarded for that because when you're courageous enough to take that type of bet on yourself, that builds a certain like confidence in you
Yeah.
that you're willing to do what you gotta do to make changes in life.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what unfolds for you, babe.
Hello, in today's weekly documentation video, I'm talking about the power of proximity. Last weekend, I was in Orlando at the Rich Girl Conference, and I wanted just to talk about why you need to invest into getting in the room. So this is my first conference of the year, and last year I went to a conference in October in New York City, and that was the start of it. So I've been to conferences before, but I haven't been in a while. And so when I went last October, I never wanted to forget that feeling. And I knew that I wanted to keep just getting back into the room. If you are a content creator, a business owner, someone who has a dream, let me just tell you that you are built so differently. You need to invest into getting in the room because you need to be around other people who are like you. If you're like me and you live with people who aren't entrepreneurs or aren't creators, or you have a group of friends who aren't creators, aren't business owners, if you work at a 9 to 5 or you work at a restaurant, you work at a job where the people around you are not content creators or business owners, they're not going to get you like other content creators and business owners would. I was thinking the other day and I told myself, like, I wish I had a moment or a season in my life where I got to live, like, if you remember, like the Team 10 house, where Jake Paul and all his friends lived in a house and they all were just creating content together and building their businesses. And there's so many of those, and it seems so corny and cheesy that people would all live together in a house and just like do content and business together, and then they would use their network and they would use their audiences to leverage and like support each other. But it's just like the smartest thing to do. And part of me wishes that I can just go live with these girls from these conferences. Like, I wish some of them would just like, we would all just, just get a house together, and for a year, we just bounce ideas off of each other. We brainstorm together. That would be so amazing. And that's how powerful that conference was. When I was in the room, there was faith in there enough to pour into me. There was belief enough for me. Like, anything that I was lacking or feeling was filled up. My cup was filled from just those 2 days this last weekend. Just being around those girls, just the power of proximity, the power of being around women who have done it and who have failed multiple times and who get it. That's what I paid for. And it's like an energy shift when you go to those rooms, when you go to those events. It's an energy shift. You get re-inspired, you get re-motivated. And motivation is not enough. Like, motivation is not going to sustain your business. Motivation is not going to sustain your passion or your dream. You have to constantly, it's like a reset button for me. I have to constantly go back. I have to constantly invest in networking and being around the people who get me. Because you probably know that it can feel kind of lonely. It could feel like, there's times where I'm just like, why do I keep trying? But I know deep down, I'm like, if I have a desire and I want to fulfill this dream, I'm going to do whatever it takes to continue. I'm going to do whatever it takes because one day it will be fulfilled. And I know one day it will all be worth it. And I honestly am just such a lover of the journey, of the process. It's like, if I gave up on this, what would I be doing? Like, I don't know. Like, would I be a server for the rest of my life? Will I go get a 9-to-5 marketing job? Like, I would rather be doing this for the rest of my life and never get to the destination than give up. You know what I mean? So it's like, I enjoy the process. I enjoy, it's like a game to me. Like, business is like a game. And although I feel like sometimes I'm still at level 1 and I have been for like maybe 10 years, like, I know I'm not, because everything has taught me something. And I mentioned it before, but like all those like random jobs that I felt like I had, I now see them as like, no, there is a purpose for that. I had to be at that job because it changed my character. I had to be there because I needed to learn about leadership. I had to go there because I had to learn about customer service and learning how to deal with these kinds of people. Everything had a purpose in my life and every season. This journey is the most faith I've ever had in my life. And it's the most spiritual like warfare I've ever had, because it's like, I'm relying on something that's in my head, and I'm truly believing in myself and trusting myself, trusting my gut, my instinct, that I want to move forward with this. That this is where my life is going to take me. This is where I'm going to spend hours of my life dedicating to my craft. It is a simple journey, but not an easy one. And that's why the power of proximity is so important. Finding friends who are content creators, finding friends who have a business, getting in the room. If you don't have any, make the friends there. You need people who get you, because it can get lonely and you don't want to feel alone with something as big as this. Like, if you know. Like, if you have a dream, you want to nourish it, nurture it with the right things, with the right people. You want to listen to the right advice. You want to listen to the stories of people who have failed and bounced back. You want to get around those people. You want to get around that. I have failed multiple times, and if I was around the wrong people, I would have just stayed there. But because I made an intention of having the right friends, I'm not saying all your friends need to be content creators and business owners, but a lot of my friends are. And it's because if I'm going to spend time with you, I want to learn something. I want to give you value as well. And I've just realized, like, I didn't know I needed community as much as I did. And I thought I can do this all by myself. I thought that I can like just be in my office and do everything alone. Like, absolutely not. There's that other quote that says, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go with others. And I hope that this video is just a reminder that if you are a content creator or business owner, please don't do this by yourself. There's a reason why Team 10 was so successful and those people launched basically their life. It's because they had that support. It's because they had that energy every single day. It's every day, bro. If I could live, for those of you who know, if I could live in a house full of content creators for just a season, I would. So I just want to be around people all the time who inspire me, people who believe more than I believe, people who are struggling, but we can learn from each other. Do not do this by yourself. Get in the room, get inspired. When I went to that conference last October, I'm telling you, it's like an energy shift. I came back and got 13 new clients. When I came back from Orlando, I was just like, I'm a new person. And I literally feel brand new. And that's what these conferences do. I learned so much there, like the value that was provided, the people that I met. Like there's not a dollar amount you could put on that. This is a serious journey and you need to take connections seriously. So that is all I have to say for this week. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Happy Friday. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. I post videos every Friday, and I've actually never really announced that because I didn't want to, you know, be held accountable. But I do post. I've been consistent for the past 3 months, and I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, subscribe. I'm building my dream business and life. And if you are someone who's doing the same, then welcome to this corner. Let's support each other. Drop your name down below and what do you do? What are you working on? I would love to support you. And I will see you guys in the next video.